everyone, and welcome back to another episode of How to Be a Best. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button below, and ring the bell so you get notified for the future videos and you support Dr. Bitch in this little channel. There is a huge issue that I want to talk about today: the teenage girl mentality. It is a mentality that works totally against women. It is a mentality that is reinforced by society. It is a mentality totally against us. It's actually the criteria by which we choose a boyfriend, we choose a husband. It's this criteria that are not okay for us. It's in the culture. It's big, it's huge. The influence is everywhere. Only now women have started waking up and realizing what is behind it. If you watch every romantic movie, if you listen to every romantic song, it's always a woman crying over a man, begging a man to come back to her. A girl wants a guy, there is an issue, she doesn't have a guy, the guy is distracted, then the guy gets back to her, she is back to normal. How many movies do we have that it is the other way around? How many songs do we have that it is the other way around? If we try to count these things, we will see that the movies and the songs that talk about a woman chasing a man, a woman being in love with a man, are way more than the opposite. Life is tough. Life is not a fairy tale. But we women are raised like life is a fairy tale and there is nobody there to protect us. Nobody there to tell us, you know what, this is not how things work. This is not how men think. Even if you try to come off as sexy, he will still look at other women. If you try to be good and honest and respectful, he will still lie to you. When you go on a first date and he talks about children and marriage, he is lying. And there is nobody else to educate women about that, especially young women, especially teenage girls. They need to know. So if you're a mother and you're watching, they need to know, the sooner the better. Talk to your girls to be smart, to protect themselves. Or even if you don't have daughters, talk to you, to yourself, to your friends. Try to turn yourself from good girls to bad and join my tribe. Make this channel bigger, not because of me, but because of the things that I say, because of the power that I'm gonna help you have if you listen to what I say. Hi, Archie. We said a million times, we give our true love to pets and kids. Nothing else. We don't deserve animals. You know that. So let me go back to the teenage girl mentality that I wanted to talk about like for a long time because it's everywhere. The teenage girl mentality is not the mentality that only teenage girls have. It's the mentality that every woman has up until she is very old, even to be considered a teenage girl. But it starts there. That's why I'm using this word. When a girl becomes a teenager, she starts having feelings for guys, right? Which is totally normal. And this is how it is supposed to be. She looks at a guy at school. He is the cool guy. He has a little attitude. He has cute eyes. She falls in love with him. This is natural. This is okay. This is perfect. But only for a teenage girl. This is how it starts. The thing is that it doesn't stop there. The girl becomes an adult and she carries this mentality of, oh, there is this guy at work. He is so handsome. His eyes, oh my God, and his voice, have you heard his voice? And he is so funny and so smart. So this mentality has been carried away forever, for a long time, when women are not teenagers anymore. Teenagers are fun. It is okay to get your heart broken once when you are a teenager. All teenagers have experienced that. It is how the things are. But after that, you need to get yourself together and you need to turn yourself from a good girl to a bitch to get your power back. This is how it is supposed to be. Up until a teenager, you are supposed to do whatever you feel like doing, whatever your heart tells you. But after being a teenager, you should stop acting like one. So let me now give you the solution how not to follow the teenage girl mentality and how to turn yourself from a good girl to a bitch. This whole situation has to do with how to pick a man. So the first thing that a bitch does is that she doesn't pick a man based on how good he is in the bedroom. I feel so sorry about the women that are way older and they talk about the bedroom like it's as if number one, when there are other things that are not covered in the relationship that are way more important. That's one of the reasons why we not do one night stands. The second thing, which is very important, is this feeling that we have butterflies in the stomach. When you feel a lot of feelings about a guy, it's not a good sign for you to have him as a boyfriend or as a husband if you are not a teenage girl. This is part again of the teenage girl mentality. You need to have a partner that likes you way more. You need to have a partner that he has butterflies in his stomach for you so that you have a clear head. You benefit yourself more because if you're guided by your emotions, you will end up drained in the end. You will end up having no power and you will end up getting hurt and you will end up with nothing. We do not judge a guy if he is handsome or not. We not do handsome guys. When a guy is handsome, he knows that he is handsome. He has a million girls running after him. He thinks he is the prize. He starts acting like a woman. So the best thing that you can get him is a lip gloss, as I always say, and that's it. You can do nothing with a pretty guy. Wherever you go, girls will be looking at him. You need to date a guy that wherever you go, everybody's looking at you. Everybody's getting the feeling that you are the prize, that you are the one that needs to be pampered, that you are the center of the attention, not him. This is how things work. This is how women are supposed to be treated. So you need to be the pretty one and he needs to be the ugly one. The Beauty and the Beast. Maybe you should read that again. Now, seriously, looks really don't matter when it comes to a man. A man doesn't need to be handsome. He has to have other things. He is the man. The woman is supposed to be the pretty one, the good looking one. That's why there are so many cosmetic companies out there, which, by the way, do their best to benefit of our insecurities. But this is a totally different issue. We are supposed to be the pretty ones. We bring the beauty, they bring other things. While choosing a man, a very, very important thing that every single bee does is that she notices how much the man respects her opinion when her opinion is the exact opposite of his. For example, they're talking about an issue, whatever issue, doesn't matter, and she expresses something that he thinks is very weird and against what he believes. If you see a guy getting angry and very irritated at what you say because you don't agree with his lifestyle and with his way of thinking, you should be very, very careful. It's a definitely thank you next. He has to respect your opinion a lot. This is one of the most important things that notice when they pick a partner. The other very important thing, what he has to offer to you. You're struggling every single day under unfair conditions at work. Nobody cares about our periods. I've said that a million times. It's not only the week of the period, it's the week prior to that. We are in pain and we have to go to work, and we are not supposed to take days off for that. We are not supposed to get paid extra for that, but we have to go to work. So since society doesn't provide for us, doesn't protect us, we need to protect ourselves. We need to find men that will be able to benefit us in many, many ways. Financially is very important. You always need to say, what do I want in life right now? I want to have children. I want to be a businesswoman. I want to move town. I want this, that, whatever. Can he give this to me? Can he help me with that? Can he make my life a better place? This is the most important question we always pose there. Not if he is good looking, not if he has great eyes. What he can do to make your life a better place. This is the only question. Whether you like it or not, whether you call us gold diggers or other diminishing things, us thinking about the money of our partners is very crucial and important. As I already mentioned before, when we are supposed to take 2 weeks off, 1 week while we're waiting for our period and 1 week while we are on our period. But society doesn't understand that. He puts us out there to work like men from 9 to 5. We have children. Who takes care of the children? The mother needs to be in the house to take care of the children. And if she wants, she can have a work on the side, but she is not supposed to be under so much stress to cook, to do the laundry, to be pretty, to take care of the kids. As opposed to men. We need the money. We need the man to be able to provide more. We need to know that if we want to have a child in the future, he will be able to provide for both the child and us as well. Stop giving negative connotations to the women that think about money. Money is important, and everybody that says the opposite is a liar. Another very, very important thing that you should be very careful while choosing a husband that has nothing to do with the teenage girl mentality is what's happening when he is angry, when you have a fight. Who is the one that has to call the other person first? If this person is you, if you need to call him first and apologize first, you carry the teenage girl mentality and you need to change it up as soon as possible. Men should be protective of us and understanding. This is a huge sign when somebody is in love with you as well. When somebody is in love with you, when a man is in love with you and you have a fight, you have an argument, he will always call you first. He cannot even think about living without you. He will do anything for you. This doesn't mean that he will have to agree with you 100%, but he can at least agree that you both disagree on various issues. But he will make the move. You will see that. He will not just let you there hanging and thinking about what is going on. He will make the first move. He will call you for sure. He will not be able to hold the grudge for more than a day or 2 days. Are very calculated. We use our brains more as opposed to our emotions because we do know that there is nobody out there that will actually protect us. So if you want to turn yourself from a good girl to a bitch, the first thing that you need to do is to ditch the teenage girl mentality and to start using your brain more as opposed to your emotion. Because at the end of the day, even if things go wrong, even if you take a divorce, even if you break up, if you enter the relationship while using your brain, you will get more when you exit the relationship. You will not be the same person. You will be better. You will have gained something. Now, the other part of the video is dedicated to all these good girls that are listening to this channel right now and they are in a relationship with a man that they have picked based on their teenage girl mentality, and now they think it's too late and they cannot flip the script and they cannot change anything. When a man really likes you, you can change things. If you have come into a place where you feel that you cannot change certain things, maybe this is a sign for you that you get nothing from the marriage and that this person is actually there to take advantage of you. So a divorce will actually benefit you. It will make room for a man to come to offer something to you. So I'm just going to give you some techniques to try out. And if these techniques don't work, then you should really start thinking about dating other men. It's not easy, of course, for a man to have a good girl and this woman one day decides that she wants to be a bitch and starts acting weird. So it's going to take a little time and you need to be a little patient in that. The first thing that you start doing is start changing how you look. You go to the nail salon more often. You take care of yourself more. He can see that you look better, you dress better, you start going out more with your friends. It doesn't need to be something very special, just once a week for an hour, but he needs to be at home when you do that and you need to be outside of the house. So when you go back home, he's like, hey, where have you been? So this is the first step. The second step is you become a little more distant. So he starts thinking what is going on and he starts asking you, is everything okay, honey? Are we okay? What is happening? I can see that you're changing. And then you go and tell him, you know what? There is something that I want to talk, but not now. It's not the right time. But we will do that next week. How about next Friday? I bet he will not be able to think of anything else other than your next Friday's meeting. So you got all the attention that you want with this simple move, with not giving him what he wants right away. So then you need to have a very clear list on your head or on a piece of paper on the things that you want to change. Things like, I cannot work so many hours. My back hurts. You need to find a new job. I need to pay more attention on the kids, more attention on myself. You can tell a little lie like, I have an allergy with all these detergents. I cannot do anything at work, anything at home anymore. I need some help with that. Anyway, it's your list. Every woman has her own list. So you make this list and you tell him about the list. And then the next step is that you initiate the other guy, which is actually something that I'm going to be talking on the next video. So subscribe and ring the bell to get notified for this one because this is a huge one. With this technique, you can make your man do anything you want, like anything. So what you say is like, yeah, Julia's boyfriend doesn't want her to be tired all the time, so he hired a cleaning lady. Or this friend's husband got her this for her birthday, and he is very careful with this and that. I mean, it has to do with something that you like, a thing from your list. Make it appear in a way that he is not able to reconfirm if it's a lie or not. I'm gonna make a whole new video out of it. How to make him do whatever you want. So you do these things, and at the same time, you tell him, take as much time as you want. I really don't want to put any kind of pressure on you. Do your thing. Think about the things that you want. Maybe you can do it. Maybe it's time for us to move on to different directions. Don't show any emotion. Play it as cool as you can. And then continue the routine of taking care of yourself and of being out of the house a lot, especially when he is in the house watching TV. Then it's the time that you return back home and you're like, hey honey, how was your day? And then you go like, I have a little headache, I gotta go to bed. Try not to talk to him while he is in the process of thinking of all the things that you said. Try not to discuss about these issues again. Give him time to think about it. Two things will happen here. If he really likes you, if he really loves you, he will do anything not to lose you. He will do anything to work things out. But if he has nothing to offer you, he will just make you see that he is not able to do anything from your list. You will get to see that. So then you will have to decide that you need more help with your life. And in order for you to have more help, you need to open a space for other people to come. That was all for today. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button below, and leave your comment. Share this video with your best friends. Turn yourself from a good girl to a bitch and join my tribe. And I'm gonna see you on the next one.